Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. What is going on? Today is leg day. It is Monday. For the past couple of weeks, I've been skipping my Mondays and I just been pushing my split starting on Tuesday. So, yeah, today's Monday. Today's leg day. I am going to be doing quads and glutes. So, yes, I'm going to record my workout today. Woo, yay. I was supposed to record my glute day, but I didn't because it was just packed. It was just packed. And not only is today Monday, but today is week 2. Week 2, guys. I'm going to post my current weight beginning week 2 right here. And yeah, so far the scale is trending down. My energy is getting better and it's just moving towards in the right direction, right? Moving in the right direction. But yes, today's Monday. I am excited. I am trying to just stay focused and consistent with my nutrition and exercise. I mean, exercise is not really an issue. Like, my issue is not being consistent in the gym. I'm always in the gym. I go to the gym all the time. It's the nutrition. So once I dial that down and get in that mind space, it's too early right now, but I am so far, so good. So, but once I keep going and get in that mind space 100%, then I already know, like, there's no stopping me from getting to my goals. But yeah. So I'm gonna head over to the gym, and then I don't know if I'm gonna show you guys what I eat. The problem with doing what I eat in a day video is, like, my stuff don't be looking like these freaking YouTubers and Instagrammers or whatever you call it, like with the fancy plate and they showing it and rotating it like it's coming from a freaking restaurant. My stuff be looking like crap. Like, I put everything in a Tupperware, I chop it up, mix it up, and I just eat it. I mean, I could show you guys that and I could just explain what's in it, but my stuff don't be looking like all of that great. But it tastes good. It tastes good. It's straightforward. It's simple. And that's what I've been eating. And that's what works for moi, for me. So, but I guess I could show you guys what I eat in a day. I guess. So I'll do a what I eat in a day video type thing. And then you guys can see like what I've been doing. I'll probably make like my next video. Um, I'll do a separate video on what I eat in a day. It'll just be like that. And this will be the gym part. And then that separate video will be just like focusing on what I eat in a day and just talk about um, my macros and whatnot and what I'm doing. Because I said I was going to tell you guys what works for me and what doesn't work for me. So far it's working for me. So it's too early to say if it doesn't work because it's only week 2. But let's go to the gym. It's already 10:20. So let's go to the gym. See y'all later. In the gym. Bye. All right, guys. So we're going to start by stretching as usual. Same old stretch. So today I am doing quads and glutes. So, of course, I believe my first video I showed you my stretch is pretty much the same thing. Nothing different. I'm just opening up my hips and just stretching everything out. I don't really count like how much I do on each side. I just go based on how I feel for the most part. Probably comes up to like maybe like 4 reps on each side just to get that good stretch. Because like I said before, when we do glutes, you tend to touch your hamstrings, whether you like it or not. So try to get that good stretch. Sometimes I like to push down on my knees even more. It helps me really feel my hamstrings even more. And then switch. The reason why I keep looking at my watch is because I'm using the camera remote and I can see myself on the watch while I'm recording. So I keep looking at my watch. So if you see me keep looking at my watch, that's why. Okay. And of course, because I am doing most likely I'm gonna do squats. So gotta open up my hips even more. Last stretch. All right, let's start. All right, guys. So last time I did leg day, I was not able to do this machine at all. And I explained to you guys that there is two different types of leg extensions. So this one is the one that I was talking about when I said doesn't rock. Okay. And I forgot to mention this one is better because you get that full quad stretch. If you notice, when I was doing the other one, I wasn't able to go all the way back and then extend up. It like kind of stopped me almost not even a right angle. Like it almost stopped me like right here, and then I had to bring it back up because the weight plates was already almost touching. So pros and cons for the other one, but this one is a lot better if you want to get the full quad stretch. So I like these better. And yeah, so this one goes up to 305. So I maxed this one out. This is the one that messed my knees up. So I'm not doing that again. Not doing that again. But yeah, you could adjust the seating. You can go all the way back, get the nice quad stretch. And yeah, so let's start. So I've been pretty much doing 3 sets of all my workouts. I usually do 3 sets of like 10. It depends on how heavy I'm going. I decrease my reps based on weight. But right now I'm at 175, so I should be able to do 10 to 12. All right. Whew. Freak, yes. Freak, freak. First set. First set down. So what I've been doing is I haven't been doing like a full video, which I would probably have to speed that up because to take you guys through like my full workout, I'm usually in the gym for like 2.5 hours. So what I've been doing is just showing you guys the first set of my workouts. I usually do 3 sets of 10. So you guys are just gonna see the first set and then move on to the next workout instead of showing you guys everything, because you'll be watching this forever and I'm not doing that. And I know you guys don't want to watch a 2.5 hour long video. So I'm going to start my second set and I will see you guys after my third set at the next workout. All right, guys, so this is the second workout. And I do that because I like to superset this workout. Like you seen in the first video, I superset this one after torturing my quads with that one. I go straight for the other leg extension that's not as great as that one, but I isolate better on this one. And I superset like crazy. So I isolate first. I do 8 to 10 isolation. Then bilateral, I increase the weight, of course, obviously. And then I superset that on top of all of that with some lunges. So yeah, we're really destroying our quads today. That is the goal, right? Destroy your freaking quads like a maniac. All right, so I'm gonna start with, because I'm isolating, I'm gonna start with 65. I didn't even check to see if this was, it feels right. Let me check to see if it's, yep. It's the exact number. It's the exact number I use. Like I said before, I try to remember what number setting I have on the seat, so I just put it right there. And I just keep it like that. All right. Slow and controlled, of course. Mind-muscle connection. Making sure I could feel it in my quads. Keeping my feet facing forward, upright. All right, increase your weight. I had on 65. I'm gonna increase it to 165. Why not? Add 100 pounds. Freak, 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 freak. All right, time for some lunges. All right, let's do some lunges. No, go ahead. All right, so now let's get into some lunges. 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 All right. All right. Remember I said I do like 4 to 5. And keep it moving. You don't have to touch the floor with your knees, but I do. I don't know. Just a tap. Lost count. Sounds about right. Feels about right. Sorry. All right, so the next workout is squats. I am going to do 3 sets of 10, starting with this weight. Trying to think if I should superset goblet squats. Thinking about it to make it a little bit more intense. So I can show you guys what I'm talking about, because I know last time I mentioned goblet squats. All right, so these are my goblet squats. So I just stack up 2 35 plates, and just to elevate my hill, got a decent decent weight to give myself a burn. I mean, you could do this without a weight and you'll get a burn, but I'm gonna do it until I can't do it anymore, and then I'll do it without the weight. All right. Yep. Oh my gosh. Do you feel the pump? Freak. All right, about to do my last set. Freak. This is what, like my third workout? All right, guys, so I feel like I did enough quad workouts. I did 2 different leg extensions, and then I supersetted the second leg extensions with isolation and lunges, and then I did squats and squats, goblet squats. So squats and squats. I was gonna do leg press, but I did that last time. So I did different workouts today. So being that I did different workouts today, I'm not gonna do everything, which is what I normally do. I normally do everything. I try to do everything I could think of as far as for quads, leg press, leg extensions, walking lunges on the football grass thingy, um, goblet squats, hack squats. I try to do everything, but I used to do that, but I'm not gonna do that this video. And I haven't done that in a while, so I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna move on to glutes. I'm gonna move on to glutes, and my first glute workout is going to be step ups. When I first started doing step ups, I wasn't comfortable doing it. I used to do it all the way in the corner in the gym, away from everybody, and now I'm doing it over here, and I just can't be in my head about people staring and whatnot, and I just do it. I started with a lighter weight, and I just slowly worked my way up. I'm gonna use 65 pounds. I kind of superset my step ups, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that now. I think I'm just gonna do straightforward step ups. As far as like supersetting, I would do it at an angle. So that's what I mean. Like I would do it sideways on each side and then centerize my step ups, if that makes any sense. Maybe one day I'll show you guys what I mean. But for now, I'm just gonna do the centerize step ups. Keep it simple, because when I add glutes to my other leg day parts, I don't do like a full glute workout. So I probably do like one or two glute workout. Normally I start with hip thrust, but I'm probably not going to do hip thrust today. I'll do it the next time. I'm just going to do step ups. I'm going to try to see if I can record at a good angle for my glute kickbacks. And I think that's going to be it for glutes. But yeah, I do 3 sets of 10. That's what I've been doing. But let's go. Let's do it. All right. So being that I'm not doing my superset and I'm not doing it at an angle, I'm going to bring this closer. And I place the bar up here because I hold on to here if I'm doing it at an angle, because I usually face like this way, that way. But if I'm doing center, I just hold on to the railings on the side and just do it that way. So yeah. I try not to put any weight in my arms and try to focus on pulling myself up with that one leg. It's a heavy weight. Okay, this is the heaviest I've done step ups. So I did 7. So I'm just gonna do 7. 50, 55, this is 65, so I'll do 7. Whew, I felt that one. I felt that one. Switch. Switch. All right. All right, so 7 is the number that we are doing. All right. Whew. 2 more. Break. Oh my goodness. Freak. Ah. I ain't gonna lie. Should have went with 50 pounds, but also I try not to keep doing the same weight. I try to force myself to do heavier weight, so I'm not doing the same weight every single time. But depending on how I feel, I do sometimes go light on the days that I have to go light, depending on my monthly cycle. Ladies, you know what I mean. So, all right, so I have 2 more sets to do. 2 more sets to do, guys. 2 more sets of 7. And then we'll move on to hopefully glute kickbacks if I can get a spot and if I could set my camera up so that you guys can get a good view of my glute kickbacks. Not that you haven't seen it a million times, because everywhere you go, we're doing legs, right? But for the sake of my video, I'm gonna show you guys my glute kickbacks. And yeah, so I'm gonna do 2 more sets, glute kickbacks, and then we're gonna do cardio. I've been doing minimum 20 minutes. All right, y'all know I don't, well, if you don't know, I don't like cardio. So minimum 20 minutes. And if I'm feeling good after 20 minutes, maybe I'll push it to 30, 25. We'll see. I know. Cardio is important in the journey. So I'm trying, guys. All right? I'm trying. So let me finish this horrific, torturous 2 sets. And then I'll see you guys in my next workout. All right, so this is my last workout. My glute kickbacks. Pretty sure you guys seen it a million times, but this is my last workout. So I used to do like different variations, I guess you would say, of glute kickbacks just to get the extra burn. I would superset my glute kickbacks. I just superset everything. So I would do like regular straight leg and then sideways kind of, but I'm just gonna keep it simple and do regular schmegular glute kickbacks. So when I do my glute kickbacks, I try not to, well, when I first started doing, I was arching my back, and big mistake, don't arch your back because then you'll feel it in your back. Try to keep my back straight as possible. If I'm bending down, it's straight. And I try to just imagine like the muscle that I'm trying to hit So like when I was doing my different variations, if I'm trying to hit like this part of my glutes, I try to place it in a way where, if that makes sense, like in a way where I'm getting that part. So in order to get like right here, what I was doing was I was crossing my legs over and I was bending this way, and I was kind of like bringing my legs not directly behind me, but like at an angle, like sideways, but not fully sideways. If that makes sense. I don't know. But being that I'm just doing regular schmegular glute kickbacks, I ain't doing all that. All right. Um, the step ups pretty much target and hit like your whole glutes. That hip thrust also hits your whole glutes, so I tend to do those more. Glute kickbacks is good too. But I'm not doing all that variation because I usually do more glute workouts, and because I touch glutes 3 times a week, I don't really do a whole bunch of glute workouts. I don't. When I do my hamstrings, I touch some glutes anyways. So I have a dedicated glute only day. So I try not to stress that I'm not doing so much glutes, because when that day comes, I just do everything that I have 2 more sets and then I'm done. Then we're doing cardio. All right, so I'm about to do my cardio, which is going to be the treadmill. I was doing Stairmaster for the longest, forever. It seemed like that was the only cardio I was doing, but I switched it, and I like the treadmill. As long as I'm not running, I like the treadmill. I could do the treadmill. I can't run for nothing. I can't run to save my life. Maybe if my life was in danger, maybe. But no, running is not for me. Maybe one day I'll learn how to run, but running is not for me. So I'm going to do the treadmill, and what I usually do is I put it on incline about 15, and the speed is like slow and steady. So it's like about 1.2, maybe 1.5, maybe, but it's usually like 1.2, 1.3. So I'm gonna do that for like 20 minutes. Like I said, if I feel good, 20 minutes, I might push it to 25, maybe. But I definitely try to get 20 minutes in. So see you guys later. Bye. All right, guys, workout complete, as you can see. It was a good workout. I have yet to show you guys my full glute workout session, and I am going to record it. I promise I'm going to record it. But it was a good workout, and yeah, I think we did a good job with the glutes and the quads, specifically quads. So I'm gonna go home, eat some food, and show you guys what I'm eating. Don't judge me, guys. I just whip up my stuff and keep it moving. That's it. All right. As long as I'm getting my protein in, that is the main goal, right? Got to get that protein in, no matter how it looks, right? As long as it tastes good and it's cooked and it's edible, like, so be it. Right? You got that? All right. So let me go home. I will see you guys when I am eating. Okay. Bye. Okay, so yeah, here's my ugly meal. I don't care. Don't judge me. This is 4 ounces of ground beef with some mixed peppers and onions and 3 eggs, a little bit of avocado mayonnaise, organic whole avocado mayonnaise for some fats, more fats. And then I have my Ezekiel 2 slices of toast, and then I have some iced coffee in here. I gotta go, so that's why it's like looking like this, and I'm about to wrap this in toast because I have to go.
Yummy, yummy in my tummy. 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 You gotta eat. Yummy, yummy in my tummy.